Why do we, as gamers, keep on having to call out these freaking gaming executives? Why do we have to call out people like freaking Nintendo's Reggie, who puts out bullshit statements and thinks that us as gamers are not going to be able to comprehend the kind of bullshit their marketing speak you trying to put out there? It does not make your company look good. In fact, he has made the Nintendo Switch look worse. And if you don't know what I'm talking about here, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the fucking stupid statement he had to say about voice chat. Nintendo's trying to justify this mobile voice chat crap in the worst possible way. Here's what he had to say. We actually think that phone is going to deliver a better, more robust execution. In terms of APIs that we can build into an app, the fact that phones are ubiquitous, the fact that it allows us to do much more rapid improvements and updates to the service. That's why we think phone execution and specifically a mobile execution is going to be better for the customer. What? But before we even get into that bullshit statement, let's continue with the problems with everything he just said there, right? In the interview that he had, he suggested that using a smartphone for voice chat could feel cumbersome, but he said this in an extent to that, what you've seen is the execution of one particular supplier. That's not going to be the only solution. He's talking about the Splatoon headset with plug in one into your phone, one into the console, and how cumbersome and ugly that whole entire thing looks. He's saying that's one supplier of the headset, that's what they're making right now. But did you hear what they said? One supplier for the headset. One supplier. So let's break all this shit down. We're going to talk about the supplier thing first because that's actually going to cost you guys money. And I think for gamers, money is more important than anything else other than actual gameplay because cost matters. One supplier means that the headset they have out right now, which is going to be for Splatoon, that's one way it's going to be. There's going to be other suppliers, maybe Mad Catz, whoever, I know Mad Catz shut down, but whoever's going to make more third-party headsets for the Nintendo Switch. And there's going to be eventually an official headset for the Nintendo Switch, right? And they're all going to be compatible with the smartphone, and they're all going to connect up to the Switch in different ways. That's stupid. It should just be one system. It should just plug into the bottom of the controller. It should just plug into the console. It should just hook up via Bluetooth and the headset just works. Or the microphone should just be a freaking mic that comes in the box with the Switch. By having different suppliers selling headsets, that means that the market's going to be like, okay, here's a $50 headset, here's a $20 headset, and there's going to be gamers that are going to buy these different headsets for whatever they want. But that should be their choice. But in the end, we should just be able to plug in some earbuds into our console and use voice chat. That's all it should be. That's really all it needs to be. It does not need to be particular manufacturers having different ways of setting up the voice chat for the Switch. It's just complex and makes things less easy for the customers. If my friend's gonna have to have a Splatoon headset and I'm gonna use some other type of headset, it's gonna be all kind of weird. Like, am I gonna be able to hear the game audio the same way as my friend's gonna be hearing it? Nobody wants to deal with any of that bullshit. It should just come with a mic in the box or allow us to connect a Bluetooth headset because the Nintendo Switch has Bluetooth and it works. And I haven't even gotten to the real part of this rant yet. I'm about to go off on Nintendo Reggie. We're about to go off. Just you sit here, Nintendo fan, just stop this video because I'm about to tell you why. What Reggie Fils said, basically talking shit on the Switch. He's basically put bad words in my mouth, in the gamer's mouth about the Switch because it doesn't make no damn sense. So besides the whole entire point that there's going to be different manufacturers making different headsets and all using different methods of connecting with voice chat on the Switch and this mobile app, which is beyond stupid, he said this. Listen to this, guys. The fact that it allows us to do much more rapid improvements, updates to the service, that we think the phone execution, specifically a mobile application, is going to be better for customers. And he says in terms of APIs, we can build into the app, the phone are more ubiquitous. The only thing he gets there, phones are more ubiquitous. Almost everybody these days have cell phones. And cell phones are pretty darn cheap. You get a cell phone for as cheap as $50. Sometimes you get it free with certain plans in the United States. I don't know how it really works overseas. In certain countries, I know like the islands, I know how it works down there, but not like in Europe. But here's the problem with all that bullshit he just said. Here is the really big issue, which I hope some of you guys understand what I'm saying. How can it be quicker and easier to update a third party's ecosystem than Nintendo's own platform? How can he sit there and say like working with APIs on mobile and Android and iOS is easier than working with the APIs in the Nintendo Switch. That doesn't make no sense. How, like, where's my Switch right now? I don't even know where the hell I put the damn thing. But how you made the Nintendo OS on the Switch, Nintendo, your engineers spent hundreds of millions of dollars, I would assume, working on engineering the Switch, manufacturing it, getting it out, worked on the OS, worked on this stupid Joy-Con grip design that I absolutely think is horrible. My family members don't really like using it. And then they sold a $70 controller that did basically the same exact thing without an audio jack. You designed all this stuff. You designed the OS. You own the software. You should be able to update your own software a lot faster than updating a third-party software like Android or a software from iOS. That's not a good excuse right there. That's just one thing. Let me just put it how this doesn't make no sense. This has serious concerns when it comes to whenever Nintendo finally releases some of their own network compatibility in 2018 that people are going to be paying $20 a month for. If Nintendo is saying it's so easy to update third-party software than update our own software on the Nintendo Switch, that makes me nervous as a Switch owner. I'm like, why can't you update your own software quickly and rapidly? It's your own platform. You built it. Why didn't you build it to be updated and have these voice chat functionality, mute, connect friends together, party chat very easily? Oh, are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? This is where I think Reggie didn't realize he might have just shit on his own console. The only reason you might really not want to do this is because the Switch is too freaking weak when it comes to battery power. By having the voice chat on the system in the background, that's more resources that the Switch is going to have to put towards running this voice networking. It's going to have the party chat stuff set up for muting, a friend list, all that stuff. Friend lists is so like everything that's on PSN on Xbox Live. You have a big long friend list, sending the messages that pops up on the screen. All that stuff is like easy to interact with. That's not going to be on the Switch. And if it was on the Switch right now, that's going to be using more battery resources because it's going to be an app running in the background. Currently on the Nintendo Switch, there are nothing running in the background when I'm playing a game other than the screenshot functionality. If you press the screenshot functionality on the controller, that's going to take a screenshot. But besides that, it's not something like Xbox Live or even like freaking PSN. Xbox Live does it the best because they had the snap functionality. But PSN, even when you have in the background, you have the messaging app, you have a party, all that takes resources. That's why there's a certain amount of RAM and stuff that gets allocated when the system is made that developers can't touch for that functionality. Now, what's the problem is with this situation is, from what I'm reading from Nintendo, by putting it offloaded onto a mobile application, those system resources that are on the Switch are not going to have to have a percentage going towards voice chat and everything else, which will make the Switch still be at least a little bit more powerful than if it had to send some of that power towards voice chatting and also. And it's kind of I hate how I'm even saying this because Skype is not like it can't be that big. It could not use that much system resources to have a party chat and stuff like that. It couldn't. It really couldn't. But with the Switch being primarily for me a mobile device, I could understand. Or if you're gonna play it in handheld mode at your house, that if you have voice chat running in the background, it's going to use more energy. It's going to use more Wi-Fi data because let's say if you're playing something as simple as Mario Odyssey, a single-player game, but you want to have a party chat with four of your other friends who will play Mario Kart Online. Now you're playing a single player game, not using any data, but the minute you join a party, now you have to connect it to your Wi-Fi, use a lot of Wi-Fi data, which is going to drain the battery. And as we have already been proven over the last few months from a lot of people researching this, the Switch uses a lot more battery when it's connected to Wi-Fi and actually like using the data. It just does than when it's just sitting there playing something in standby mode. In the sense, like I say standby mode, but if you have it in airplane mode, that's what I meant to say, airplane mode, where you're not connected to anything, it would work out fine. And on top of that, if they made people connect a Bluetooth headset to the Switch to talk voice chat plus the Wi-Fi connection to actually send that signal out, that's all more to draining the battery. My whole problem with this whole situation is I'm sure there's a bunch of people who just play the Switch docked. And those people are perfectly willing to keep their system docked and want to use a Bluetooth headset, want to use Wi-Fi, and want to have a party chat system that just uses from the console itself. They don't want to be like, guys, how does it make sense that I'm gonna be playing my game, right? I'm gonna get some headphones somewhere over here. I must have some headphones somewhere. This video is gonna take a while because I really want to talk about this. Hold up. They got me ranting over here, ladies and gentlemen. They got me ranting. When I'm ranting, I be ranting. All right. So here's my cell phone. Here's some headphones. Right. We're gonna do this. Let's do this right quick. Now I don't even have a Hori headset. I don't have a Splatoon headset. So I'm just gonna use what I have. I have some earbuds right here, real quick. Oh wait. Even better. So here's a headset. Right. And Nintendo's solution for us as Switch owners is not to build a mic into the console, into the Switch. They could have just built a freaking microphone into the Switch itself. Not to put a headphone jack into the controller. Nope. It's this. I put on my headphones, right? Headset. Get my cell phone. Plug one end into my phone. And I would need another cable to represent this, which I will get. I'm gonna do this. I want to go through this process with you guys. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, let me grab a bag. I have another 3mm audio cable right here. And if I knew where my Switch was, which I think I do. Hold up. I think I do know where it is. I think it's right here. Yes, it is. Right here. Okay. My chair went down, so let me fix that. It's gonna be a long video. Chill with me, relax, eat some popcorn. So you have your Nintendo Switch. With the current solution that we have seen available, you plug the wire into the Switch, that really short wire that comes with the console, but comes with the headset. Remember, the cable is super short, so if you sit really far away from your console in your living room, that might not really work out well. The cable that plugs into the phone. Anyway, so you're gonna be plugging this into the Switch. Then that gets plugged into that little box. Then one wire goes from the box, right? Which I don't have nothing to represent that with. So switch the box in the middle. One wire goes to your cell phone. And then it goes to your headphones. So now, on your lap somewhere, if you're in the living room, you have to put down your cell phone, have your little box thing that controls the audio, mute, and everything like that. That's down somewhere else on your lap, and then you have your Switch in your hand. Obviously, if you have it docked, then you're gonna be using the Pro controller, right? Now, instead of looking at the system screen, which let's say we're playing portable, right? I'm playing in my living room connected to Wi-Fi. Instead of just looking here, adding my friends in a party, I gotta one hand pick up my cell phone, open this thing up, be like, okay, Nintendo app, add my friend Greenbug. Let's just say, just somebody on YouTube, one of my subscribers, Greenbug. Add Greenbug or Bo Jeezy. Add Bo Jeezy, one of my Switch friends who's a subscriber as well. Add Bo Jeezy to a party. Let's play some Splatoon 2. Send him a message. Okay, he accepts the party because it's we're playing the game right now. All right. He's like, oh, my mic's audio's not working right now. Oh, I gotta send him a message. Hold on, bro. He sends me a message. Instead of me opening the message up on my Switch, oh, let me go back to my cell phone. Type back. Put my cell phone back down. Back playing the game. Oh, he sends me another message. I guess his mic's not working or whatever. Go back to myself. What is that? This back and forth makes no sense. And it could be the same thing. It's not just about playing with the Switch console. It's gonna be the same thing with this. That second screen gaming shit is bullshit. I don't even look when Sony and Microsoft try to embrace all the stuff with the glimmer. Like let's forget Sony and Microsoft. Let's say like a game like Destiny when they had the whole entire Glimmer card and companion app. A lot of Ubisoft games had it with the Division. I hated all that stuff. It was always felt extra cumbersome. Even like Deus Ex, the recent Deus Ex game, right? They had their app, the Deus Ex Universe app, which was cumbersome. It didn't work that well. All that stuff didn't work. That was trying to connect to the PC version of Deus Ex. It didn't work very well. It doesn't work fluid. Anything that makes you put down the controller that you're controlling the game with, which for me, most cases is going to be this controller when I'm playing docked, which I say playing docked, but I really don't play docked much. Or if I'm playing like this, which I hate playing like this, truthfully. If I have the Pro controller, I want to play with the Pro controller. Yo guys, this controller feels so like it's very rare that I could say like because I hate the way the Joy-Cons feel sometimes that paying $70 for this stupid thing was worth it. Nintendo got me on the 7. They got me. They're a smart company, man. They know how to make motherfuckers spend money. They got me to spend $70 for this controller and be so happy I did because it feels so much better for Mario Kart than playing with the things. Back on point though. The whole entire situation here, all the second screen applications, I mean, like I said already, Destiny did it, the Divisions did it, Deus Ex had something on it, and if I do want to throw Microsoft and Sony in it, they had their way of doing it into it as well. Windows had its whole entire second screen thing as well for Xbox. And it just didn't work out great for most gamers. We just did not like that system. And I just don't like having to pick up my cell phone to interact with the game that I'm playing. Now, some of you out there will probably call me out. Nintendo fans, right? Man, I know people all the time playing video games. Even during your stream, I see you all the time picking up your cell phone to text to friends or check something. Yeah, because those are text messages. Those are my friends that are not playing video games with me. I don't usually pick up my phone while I'm playing a video game to go call or to go text somebody that's not playing the game with me. If I'm playing a game on PS4, let's say I'm playing Injustice 2 with Jay Dauntless, a protagonist gamer, who's a pretty good YouTuber. You guys should go check him out. Pretty good rant videos on Tekken 7. If you guys are having problems with Tekken 7 and newcomer, go check out his video. I'm going to give him a shout out. Go check out his rant video on Tekken 7 because I hope the studio that makes Tekken 7 goes out there, sees that video, and realizes that gamers are having issues with how the training mode was implemented for that game. I'm going to shout out other YouTubers right now that are doing good stuff. But back on point. I just want it to be a simple solution. If you own a Nintendo Switch, it has a headphone jack. It literally has one. Like it has the 3mm jack. Let's plug in some headsets. What? Like Nintendo literally said, if you're gonna use voice communication or these party communications, you're gonna have to use their app for the phone. Like, why can't that just be built into the system itself? Why do I need this and this to chat online with friends? When for 100% fact, we were able to do everything from the Wii U, and the Switch is supposed to be more powerful than Wii U, and then he tries to come on here and have this interview and tell us it's better for consumers? Having one wire plugged into the console, one wire plugged into some stupid adapter, and then another wire plugged in from that said adapter into my freaking phone? That's just a stupid jangle ass mess. Like what? Nobody wants to deal with that. People want to come home from work, plug in their damn headsets into their phones, and play the game. There is only two damn reasons they're doing it this way. They don't want to take away any resources from the limited amount of battery life already on the Switch, especially when you're playing it in handheld mode. They just don't want to do that. Two, it's more ways to protect the children. Nintendo's slyly protecting the children. Because guess what? Many kids who Nintendo does aim a lot of their games towards are from the ages of 5 to 16. Like, let's just put it from 5 little kids up to teenage 16. In that age range, those gamers might not own cell phones because their parents don't want to buy them cell phones. It's not that cell phones are too expensive for them to have because, like I said, you can get a cell phone as cheap as $50 some places. You could get on Metro PCS and get a $30 cell phone. I've seen cell phones from them like it's $30, and some companies even give you free cell phones. Shit, right? So getting a cell phone may not be the biggest problem to download the Nintendo application, but the bigger problem here is that kids are probably not going to be allowed to have get a cell phone and then have all this headset stuff to voice chat with people. Because I'm pretty sure even if a parent has a kid have a cell phone, once they see them like has this headset on, like who the hell are you talking to on your cell phone like that? Like who are you talking to? Why you have your Switch connected like this? Like the parents gonna be wondering that as well. By them doing it this way, this complex, convoluted way, and especially by having a cell phone in the mix, a lot of younger gamers are just not going to be using voice chat. The 12 and below crowd, the Call of Duty, calling out racist stuff is just not going to be as much on the Nintendo Switch using voice chat. I really just feel like that's how it's going to be because I know some of communities you see a lot of younger kids with cell phones, but overall, at least for me, the majority of kids I know these days still under 12 don't have cell phones. They really just don't. And the ones that do, the parents monitor what they do with those cell phones very heavily. So that's where I'm going to say this voice chat system is going to be for adults. And on top of that, it's not going to be something that most adults want to deal with, because most adults who come from work, who want to play a game online, wants simplicity. We will take convenience over so much things in our lives. Let's say for some reason the voice chat sounds so much better because it's coming from our head, from our cell phone, a mobile device meant to be talking through. It sounds so crisp and clear, people will take inferior quality so they won't have to deal with extra wires. I would take in a heartbeat. Let's say the quality was 50% less. I would still take Bluetooth headsets over a bunch of wires for voice chat. I would. The only negative with Bluetooth is that you have to charge a damn wireless Bluetooth thing after a time. Like, look, I have this wireless mouse right here, right? It's not the best wireless mouse out there because it, some reason, drains batteries like a bastard. It really just does. It drains batteries a lot. So eventually I got rechargeable USB batteries. So you guys have probably noticed in certain videos, live streams, I've had my mouse run out of batteries every 2 to 3 months. Now there are some wireless mouses out there that have batteries last for a year. That's where my keyboard comes in. I haven't changed the keyboard battery in my keyboard for about over a year at this point, right? So I'm like, I love the convenience of wireless keyboard, love the convenience of the wireless mouse, but I hate the inconvenience of having to change the battery when I run out in the middle of a game. I know I could just get a wired mouse and plug it into the computer and just never have to deal with the whole entire running out of batteries again. But there are times where I want to get up from this computer and bring the mouse with me to sit somewhere else. Or if I have friends over all gathered around the gaming setup and somebody wants to sit to the side where I have a little desk where they can put the keyboard and mouse there, it makes more sense. So the convenience outweighs the bullshit of me having to run out of batteries. And that's where I'm saying, as Americans, I'm just speaking for Americans because I think a lot of Americans are like me. We will take convenience over a better product at times. We really will. This is why a lot of people, I'm just going into like a lot of subjects right here. It's the reason why a lot of people buy like the iOS products, right? The Apple products are not always superior to Android product when it comes to flexibility. Android has a lot of ways you could add things to your own file directory. You could easily freaking download certain things that you wouldn't normally be able to download on a iOS device. But that convenience of being able to have more access to your internals of your phone is not outweighed by the quick, swift, just, hey, it's a cell phone, it has Snapchat on it, it has WhatsApp on it, it has Facebook on it, and it's a YouTube app. Click on it, open it, use my fingerprint, and it works. Alright, I'm good. And that's why people pay all this money for Apple products, because in the end, their interface and stuff just fluidly works. What Nintendo's trying to do right now, and a lot of people like to compare Apple and Nintendo, all these wires connecting to each other for some headset voice chat does not seem reasonable. And I know I'm really gonna go into depth because I want these Nintendo fans who are gonna come out here and call me out like, oh, Nintendo said there's gonna be other systems. You're not always gonna need to have all these wires. That's still bullshit. Any situation that has the phone in it makes no sense. Let's say you could just use the phone by itself and use your speakerphone. Let's just say like I could have my phone with the Nintendo app open and use speakerphone. How many people out there hate that shit when you're on PSN or Xbox Live and somebody just has an open mic where it's echoing back the gameplay audio right back into the phone? Like, that's something I don't think is gonna be able to really work out well with the system. If some kids are like, some adults are too lazy to plug in a headphone, they just put everything on speaker, and every audio coming out of the TV, every audio coming out of the Switch is being blasted right back into the audio pickup here. At least with the PSN or Xbox, I can't confirm it does this, but I think it does, because a lot of times I don't hear that much echo. I think it tries to filter out some of that audio. I really just do. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. But this setup definitely seems like okay. And what if there's any type of delay between what you're hearing from the game screen to the phone? Like, that's another thing I didn't even talk about yet. I don't know how that's gonna work, man. I hope what I'm seeing on the screen is synced up with the phone. So I'm gonna be playing my Switch and in freaking Splatoon, and I see somebody coming to kill my teammate from the back, and I see it, and I tell my teammate, hey man, somebody's gonna shoot you. I hope I'm able to get that audio out to my friend in time, and I hope everything is synced up 100%, because if there's any delay in the milliseconds, or even forget milliseconds, in like 2-3 seconds, and they're already gonna die because I didn't get my voice chat didn't get reached to him in time, or the game is too far ahead where it's never going to be 100%. That just seems to be no way this is going to be better for consumers. I don't understand how Reggie could really say that. I don't understand how he could say that the Nintendo ecosystem can't be the better platform. What? Come on, man. You own the Nintendo OS software. How can updating a third-party software be better than updating your own software? Then build better software. Isn't like let's end it like that. Why doesn't Nintendo just build better Nintendo Switch software? In the end, that's the solution. If you're saying updating APIs on phone and mobile is going to be quick and convenient than using the Nintendo stuff, that's what he's basically saying, then build better Nintendo software and let us who are willing to deal with the battery drain, because I would in a heartbeat. This is what I said. Convenience trumps everything for many Americans. I would be more happy to have it drain my damn battery life in a party chat or in a game chat on my Nintendo Switch versus having to deal with all these wires and cable bullshit. If I could just like let it drain my battery by putting in some headphones and talk to my friends, I will deal with that. I'll be more than willing to deal with that thing. I'll be more than willing to only get 2 hours of battery life, play 2 hours with my friends, then I have to hit it up docked and play the rest of the way. I will deal with that. I will take that in a heartbeat over having to have multiple cables and have to have a cell phone in the mix. And on top of that, remember guys, your cell phone battery is going to be draining, because all this whole entire time you're going to be communicating using Wi-Fi data or 4G data or 3G data or whatever it might be. And let's not forget, guys, if you are somebody who, like me, who has done this, I have done this already. I don't know how it's going to work out in the future, but I have done this. I have used my 4G mobile data to connect to my Switch to go online when I was out and about. My review of the Nintendo Switch during my little vacation that I took it with me, and I was like, yo, let me really do an on-the-road review to really see how does it work in bright sunlight, in out and about, interacting with people right after release. I took it out there with me. I use my 4G data from my phone to connect to the Switch to play the Splatoon 2 test fire. It was able to work, and it was good. Now, once I try to do that with this new voice chat system, is I'm gonna have my 4G data connecting to my Switch to play the Splatoon release online. Then I'm gonna have to use the app on my phone to use the voice communication. Is the app gonna be using so much data on my phone that my Switch may not be getting enough signal from the mobile Wi-Fi to play online? I don't know, but this is a concern. That is a concern to me. I don't know. How much more battery life am I going to be using my phone? When I use 4G data on my phone, I use a lot of freaking more battery. It really does. It seems to drain the hell out of it. 4G mobile, like it really does. Like the hotspot. It's all things you got to be worried about. Is your phone going to be? Ugh. Look, justify it whatever way you want, Nintendo fans. What he said is dumb. If Nintendo system was on par, then he would just use the Nintendo's own menu system for the Switch. It would. There is no other reason other than the battery life, or that the Nintendo's ecosystem right now on the Switch is just not ready to handle the voice chat capability. And it hurts my head saying that, because like I said, the Wii U already did it, and it's supposed to be more powerful than the Wii U. Ugh. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is Miki here with the Untitled Game Show. Back once again with another 4K rant. Peace out. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you dislike it. I hardly ever promote myself these days. So, I'm just going to say this, guys. I don't know what you guys watch my YouTube videos for. I don't know if you guys watch it for the trailers I put out. I don't know if you watch it for the rant, my discussion videos. I really don't know why people watch my YouTube channel. In the end, I get thousands of views every single month from a lot of my older videos. My newer videos have been doing really erratically. And I don't get a lot of comments on why people watch my videos. What do you want from this channel? For me, from my YouTube channel, from my perspective, I just want to upload any type of videos I like. If it's a trailer, if it's a rant video, if it's gameplay, I just upload what I like. but I don't know what people want to see from this channel. So that's another question, because I'm so erratic. But I would love to know, what do you like with my channel? Is it the erraticness? Is it the fact that I can upload 20 videos in a week? Or is the fact that I could not upload for 2 weeks and then upload something really well made, like a review? I don't know. I just do what I like. And I think I should try to focus on what you guys like as well, because you guys are the viewers. You're the guys watching this stuff. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you like about the Untitled Game Show? Or what do you dislike? I'll take both feedbacks. Peace out. Till next time. Like and subscribe. Holy moly, I just did a 30-minute rant.